Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Bz, and we definitely back at it with another message. This one I'm about to kind of lay down a little bit for, so I can really get talking to y'all, but get the sky this time around. So, this message that I got was about, you know how when people be in the movies, or they be like, all right, you got 48 hours to get my money, or you got like this much time to do this for me, you know? It's kind of like that energy, right? But with certain things that we want to achieve for ourselves, for certain things that we're working towards, right? I feel like sometimes we don't set that time limit for ourselves, but we don't set that, we don't set it as a goal. So when it comes to us accomplishing it, we're like, well, it'll, whatever, whenever. But then sometimes that tends to lead us to forget, like, forget those things that we want to accomplish. And, so sometimes it is kind of good to have, quote unquote, like a time limit, or it is kind of good to kind of have that. It's not going to be exactly like the 48 hours, but it's kind of like, let's say if you give yourself a month to get something started, right? That's going to be pushing you to like, okay, by the end of the month, I said I want to have this done. So, what can I do to make sure I get it done by the month? And it's kind of like that. I wouldn't really prescribe this as with like healing, because healing, you can't rush healing, because you'll think you're good and but if be my guest, if you want to do rush healing, do what you would do, but this ain't for healing purposes. This is more of like goals or certain aspirations that you have for yourself, or like if you know that you're bad at staying focused on certain goals or things that you want to accomplish, this is like a good way. It's kind of like putting a time on it, or like, setting a certain limit for yourself. You think about people that go on those fasts, right? They set a certain amount of days that they're going to be on that fast, and that's what they push for. It's kind of just like that energy, but with certain things that you want to achieve, possibly spiritually, physically, you kind of got to start tapping more into the actual mindset of the accomplishment versus then just the mindset of just doing. Because I feel like a lot of times, like, we may say or think about what we're going to do, but we don't ever really put ourselves into that full energy of, seeing the achievement. I think because that's what's been motivating me a lot lately, right? Is the end point of whatever it is I'm trying to work towards. Like, that end point of being like, damn, it'll finally feel good to be able to do this, or it'll finally feel good to feel like this. Like, that end point is what is motivating me. That's what's pushing me to really see clear about the things that I want to accomplish, It's that end, it's my end goal, that end achievement. And I feel like, seeing it now, like even just talking about it kind of brought me back to that message of, but it is about looking into the end, right? Looking into that achievement part of it, looking at it from a different perspective versus than just, oh, well, I'll do it whenever, because that do it whenever, you may not never do it. You may say you're going to do something this month, and then it's by the end of the year you haven't done it. So it's kind of like that energy as well, though, right? Putting yourself, quote unquote, on a limit, but pushing yourself to get something done with like a sense of urgency, a sense of it is important to me, right? It's kind of like when you have responsibilities, like you just can't let those responsibilities lapse. You kind of got to be attentive with that. And it's the same way with certain things that you're trying to achieve. Like I said, I wouldn't put it more in terms of healing, because you can't rush healing. But if you think about it from other aspects of certain things that you want to achieve for yourself, accomplish or do, you can put it from that perspective, which is what I would recommend, And I think the hardest part about the achieving part is getting to a point of believing, right? So sometimes it is hard for us to see that end point, right? And I think with it being so hard to see the end point, I think the thing that we have to focus on the most is, like I said, that motivation for what that end point means to you. Like, what is the motivation behind getting this done? What is the motivation behind taking care, And that is going to be your thing that pushes you, right? It's going to because that's going to be the thing that pushes you with that achievement or what it is, like, right? Like I said, getting to that point of achieving it and then seeing the end result and how you would feel with that end result, right? And then moving forward from the end result, how would everything, it's kind of like that, but you don't want to get too in the future, but you want to just get to that present moment of the accomplishment. Even if you get into terms with like, okay, what will accomplishing this make me truly feel like, And I think the reason why, because with these last two videos I have done, it has been about like goals or certain aspirations or dreams that we have, right? And I feel like that's because a lot of people are getting more in tune now with their true desires, keyword true desires. of what they really want to accomplish, of what they really want to conquer. And I feel like we're at this point now where it's like, what can we do? You know, how can we really look at these things to achieve them? How can we look at these things to bring them into our reality, as check mark, I finally did that, you know? So it is going to require us to be a little more, like I said, honest, and not in that denial of, you know, trying to make it seem like it ain't what it ain't. Because like I said, a lot of times that's what pulls us back down, you know, because we're not believing enough, or we're not seeing it enough, and we're not feeling it enough. That could go with manifestations too, you know. You're not at that point where you really truly believing that you can manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. So then, yeah, it don't come through, and then you're back at square one. Some people, it don't come through, and they never believe again. They never try again, right? Mm-hmm. But where is your faith? Where is your belief within yourself that you can? And that's what we have to start building up. That our belief, trust, all those little things that we think don't really matter within the process of living here, right? It's a part of it. But you got to be the factor that says that it is, right? It can't be, like I said, what somebody else see or how somebody else feel or so somebody else think about it. For you, what is it that pushes you to say, okay, yeah, we finna get this knocked out, we finna get this done, I'm finna take care of this, or like, I really want to do this by this time. So like, you know, even it could be like starting a channel, starting a podcast. It could be a lot of things that you want to do, right? But what are you doing to push yourself forward to that, you know? Are you seeing the end vision, or are you just talking about something that you want to do in hopes that it manifests? So that's all I got for this message. These messages are pretty short, not too quick, but you know. So I hope that this message does help you guys get more oriented with the goals, aspirations, your true desires, of what you really want for yourself or want to do. And even if you don't know, that's okay. You don't have to force yourself to be at a limit or force yourself to be at a space of knowing, because that's a part of, you know, this being on this journey of learning, right? What do I have to do? How do I have to get there? What is it that I really want to do? Do I really know? Or am I just, like I said, or is it just something I'm attaching myself to from like my outer reality? So that's all I got for you guys. I hope this video helped. If it did, leave a like, comment, and share this to anybody that you think needs help right now dealing with this specific topic. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.